What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, proud member of the system, the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting himself, Brian Myers.
And I'm your host, Deathmatch King, Indie God, the complete, the internet champion, always ready, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
Well, I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer in this show, is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
You guys got a big package. I have a big package. I didn't come yet. I'm waiting.
I got a ton of AEW figures to talk about later, for sure.
You know who's got a big package? Rockin' with Dan, sitting in first class.
First class, cocking with Dan. Couldn't believe it. I saw cocking with Dan. We'll talk about it later, but... I just got my FedEx, your package from Ringside Collectibles out for delivery.
Oh, nice.
So,
all right.
I don't have it yet, but I will by the time this podcast drops. Follow us everywhere, guys. X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Major WF Pod. Subscribe to this podcast right here on YouTube or wherever you find your podcast and leave a review, not just any review, a major review. If we read it on air, you will get a prize. Who wins?
All right. Hurt to K. Kurt Chardy 26. To the tune of In the Navy by the Village People.
Our fans have really taken to the Mainers.
For the Mainers, you'll be having lots of fun. For the Mainers, keep those boxes out of the sun. For the Mainers, drinking lots of garage beer. I don't know how the rest of the song goes.
For the Mainers, Chelsea's Mick Foley inspired gear.
I just realized I was doing young man. Dun, 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 dun. I was doing the wrong song.
Yeah, you were.
I don't even know In the Navy. In the Navy. Isn't that what it is?
Well, what a review. You'll get a little prize. The giveaway, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. Find the pin post on X. Repost to be eligible. The prize, the winner, will be getting Roman Reigns.
Nicholas Pritchard, look at that with Billy
with
Gunn
the ass man. Getting the Roman Reigns. The prize this week is that Ripper Sting.
Ooh,
so find the pin post on X. Repost to be eligible. Patreon.com/MajorWPod, MajorMarks.com, the family, the community, the subscription service. Sign up today. Get this podcast early and ad-free. If you're an Ultimate, you get to watch with us live. But every single week, we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got?
First time in the line, Chris Newen and the classic superstar Anthony Minucci. One thing I noticed about Anthony Minucci, which is really interesting, he's been with us since 2020, like a day one or day two guy.
Yeah.
Always basicing up. So he's just there for the community. The community and the...
That's cool.
That's fine.
But he's been supporting us since 2020. So we appreciate that, Anthony.
Guys, you get so many bonus podcasts. We just recorded Spider-Man 2002. That is for Ultimate and Up, Mark?
No, Hard Foundation.
Hard Foundation and Up?
Yep. The new deal where Hard Foundation can vote on their episode.
Got it. And what was the other bonus that we did this month? I forgot already.
It was the T-shirt.
Oh, part 2 of the T-shirts. So next month you'll have 2 more bonuses. Of course, you have the Ask Majors Anything. Mine's already up. What about you guys? You're waiting till the end of the month, huh?
I'm recording mine today or tomorrow, but I have all the questions.
Brian totally forgot. He's like, oh, shit, I got to record.
No, I've been thinking about my topic. I have it, I think, ready to go. Going to put it up in the group.
Of course, you have Figure Dissecting with D Freedom, Silver Linings with Mark, Let Him Breathe with myself, Captain's Log Joe Shoes. Guys, please go check out that Brian Beatty interview. It was awesome. And oh, baby, Heath's Happy Hour. What's on tap for Heath's Happy Hour?
Not sure. We're going to meet this week. Where the hell has he been?
Yep.
Topeka, Kansas? I have no idea. Where's he been?
People have been getting
all over the damn world, man.
People have been getting their card for Hard Foundation Up.
Yeah.
We're going to switch up the variant for card number 2. I think you guys will really enjoy it. But card 1, everyone should have it by now.
Yep.
Ultimate Gifts.
Gifts keep, Mark.
It's out.
It's out. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Who's going to be the first to find it?
I'm waiting for that post and the reaction.
Oh, yeah. Right about that.
Right.
It was either dropped off Saturday morning or Friday. I'm not sure.
Good job, Timmy.
Yeah.
The community has been so great, and let's just talk about it now. BYOGB, Shea Steaks, Major Garage Beer. What a major rager! Look at these photos if you watch on YouTube of the cheesesteaks. I had 3 cheesesteaks.
I had so many. Oh my God!
Let's
I was
discuss
about
this
as full as I've ever been in my life, I will say.
First of all, no hyperbole, whatever you want to say. It is, I think, my favorite cheesesteak of all time.
There you go, Mark.
Well, we can take a step back there. First off, Scott. Shout out to Scott from Shea's Cheesesteaks. He's unbelievable, man.
Number 3 steakhouse in America.
He said this to us. We're like, what? He showed us proof. Number 3 steakhouse in the country, and we're like, but you make cheesesteaks. It doesn't matter because what I serve is still like premium cuts of steak. I'm like, I guess that makes sense, and he was number 1 cheesesteak place, number 3 steakhouse in the U.S. No freezer, everything fresh. We're watching them slice filet mignon for everything they make. It's so.
I had a filet mignon quesadilla.
Oh my God. We got there. I got there like 5-ish with Jay George and Stang, and we ordered around to the room, whatever. It's a pregame. It's just so freaking good, man. And then
of course, this was
all night long.
Yeah, I think all the major marks who came had a great time. Beer pong tournament, drinking garage beers, so many familiar faces, so much just fun. Just like it was just a great time. And I love these because we're able to mingle with everybody. We're able to go and have conversations.
Agenda. You just be a human and interact and hang and drink and eat and shit. I don't know when the last time, that probably had been 15 plus years since I played beer pong. Of course, I was the best of us 3. Shockingly,
I was pretty good.
Mark, the worst.
No, I was not. Kinnick was the worst.
Broski did a better job than you, I'd say. Mark was coming at us with these like 2001 Massachusetts rules and shit about beer pong.
We agreed on the rules before we did it.
I don't know what was going on.
I was the worst out of us 3, but Kinnick was unbelievably bad.
Not even on the G League team. He's fucking
so
never
disappointed in Kinnick. I thought that either one, he was Rain Man levels good at
it could go either way, right?
Yeah, at beer pong or the other way, and he was terrible.
I don't know if Kinnick hit a cup like physically, like hit the cup.
Right? Yeah, it was so
much
bad.
less made a cup. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, though, I was hurting the next morning. But it was so. I just love these kind of hangs. Like this, is why I love our live shows, like the VIP afterwards, where we get to actually hang out with everybody.
Right.
That's why I love the Tin Roof show.
But that also has like a time.
Right. This has no real time limit, you know. Which is like, look at all the major marks if you're watching on YouTube who were there posting the pictures. So many and there were some people who I never met before.
Yeah,
like
me too. I got to talk with them for a long time, for sure. Get to know them.
Tugboat guy was giving me some he was trying to critique how I'm designing my toy room.
I mean, Tugboat guy's got a hell of a toy room. I'm going to tour it one of these days for our YouTube channel.
Look at all the beer.
Hey, R.I.P. my hockey jersey, guys. Literally, the last bite of the night spilled grease all over it.
And you couldn't save it?
I was unsure. But then Rockin' with Dan wanted to buy it, so I sold it to him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
By the way, Rockin' with Dan flew in from Orlando for this, which is nuts, okay? Next morning, I'm at the airport. I see Rockin' with Dan. He's fucking first class. First class.
Get to the fucking back, broski.
I'm walking a fucking coach for my flight to ASW, West Virginia. Rockin' with Dan, first class, spread out.
I hope he called you mid-Cardona as you walked by him.
Holy shit, there are some times on this independent run where I really contemplate my life, and that was one of those moments. Just walking past, Rockin' with Dan, sitting first class, spread out. You know what I'm saying?
Rockin' with Dan,
walking to
leg room,
the tugboat guy over there.
This was us, guys. Shit. Streets of Philadelphia, just chugging the garage beers, playing beer pong like it was.
Man, Scott took us up to the rooftop, too. It was beautiful,
Rooftop was beautiful.
Holy shit.
Scott, the owner of Shea Steaks, a shoot judge in Philadelphia, one hell of a character. His employees, all characters.
Hot wife. Hot younger wife.
It was so crazy.
God.
Everything he said was funny.
Man.
One of those guys that just has energy for days. I don't think he ever.
Yeah, he is one of those, right?
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Cisco, Iman, all these people there.
Man, great
love
night.
it.
Great night. Thanks to everyone that
Rockin'
made
with
an effort
Dan
to be there.
says, if it helped at all, the guy next to me smelled horrible, like he bathed in cologne. So,
Oh,
at
well, it's
least
better
you
than BO, right?
missed
Better
that.
than BO. But yeah, Corey from Garage Beer, Scott from Shays, Kinnick from Major. Like, we're working on something else. to
Corey
keep
from
this
Garage
going.
Beer. There was a never-ending supply of Major Garage Beer branded beer pong balls for everybody.
Yeah. So I think everyone who was there, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel like you must have had a great fucking time. Cousin John was there trying to get free autos from everybody.
I secured
No,
a nice
kidding.
private signing with
There you go.
Cardona before the
That's
show.
right. That's right.
Before
But
the,
yeah, I love
event.
these shows. I love Major Garage Beer. I love Shay. So I don't know when the next major hang is. I would love to plan something summertime for Tin Roof. I know Brian's kind of against it.
I'm not against it. I just don't want to be kidnapped and go to parks for a week.
Well,
I'll go to
it
Tin
would
Roof.
It would be a park situation. I want to go. I want to treat the because we didn't do a major like company trip.
Right.
2 days,
Say
Brian.
thank you.
2 days. You fly in on the day. The hangout is that night.
Bye,
Park
Mackenzie.
trip the
Bye,
next
Madison.
day.
I'm going to go ride rides that I don't want to do that you would give your life to do.
Yeah, but you're it's a business trip.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know, we'll have Herman there. Like he'll conduct court. We'll have a meeting. We'll plan out the year.
Oh,
You know, like we did that one year where we all sat outside and had a meeting.
Yeah.
Mark will go to sleep early. I'll yell at him. He'll get mad.
Yep.
Don't be soft, Mark. Don't be
100%.
soft.
But anyway, so the next day it was
Not
rough.
if. By the way, no, I won't be going to sleep early if Kinnick is there because
Oh, yeah.
that snoring.
Snoring
is-
champion of the universe, Michael
Boy.
Koenig.
I don't know who's worse, Shoes or Kinnick. So that's why they always sleep together.
Shoes' performance in Milwaukee was pretty alarming.
We may.
Couple
I
years back.
might have a problem. I was going to share a room with Kinnick in Las Vegas. I literally might just. I don't know.
He had like little. Kinnick's tiny, so his snores aren't normally like.
This was ground shaking snores.
Also, you don't have headphones on you in like your travel.
I
bag?
did. I tried it, but my headphones are like this.
Oh, you
So
can't
I
sleep.
just- I
Oh,
couldn't
dude, you need
sleep.
little earbud boys so you can.
I'm like a side sleeper. Yeah,
I
I need
put
earbuds or
one
something.
in like the ear that faces out, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Guys, this is why I'm a 39-year-old man. I don't share hotel rooms with people.
But this was
You know-
only supposed to be 4 hours.
I don't care if it's 1 hour. I won't
know.
share a hotel room with anybody.
That's why I wanted to prove that it was okay. By the way, we shared the room with
I
Leo.
wanted to prove that it was okay.
Mark, do you agree with me now? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, I had a great. Leo slept in the bed with me, and it was fine. But the problem was that it could have been 20 Leos.
Leo
and we would've
woke up and
slept.
won a fucking tournament.
We'll talk
You
about
could even
Leo
get
in
a
a
nap in.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I woke up hungover AF, which is weird because I ate so much. And I was only drinking beer. It's like I don't know why I was so hungover.
You had a bunch of liquor at the bar after.
Did I?
Yes.
Look at him. He's
Oh,
like
maybe I had
today's
like
years old than that
old
one.
fashioned.
It was 2.
Oh, you
ordered
can't mix
on
like
top
that,
of all
bro.
that beer.
Maybe that's what did it. But anyway,
Liquor.
And
for beer
Scott was
in the
throwing around
clear.
liquor in the thing. You probably had a shot.
no, I didn't have a shot. I don't recall having
Everyone
a shot.
knows that. Liquor before beer in the clear.
Rockin' with Dan says, yes, you did. Rockin' with Dan was
Anyway, next day,
shit.
ASW, West Virginia. I flew the 19th anniversary Gary Damron show. Look at it. If this picture doesn't define independent wrestling, I don't know what does.
You,
It's
Cabana,
myself,
and Gary next to the shitter.
What is
Gary in an ICP Juggalo custom
Yeah, would
jersey.
Gary change his gimmick on us here? He's
Yeah,
a juggler
myself.
now, not like a Bobby Heenan guy.
The original Indie God, the current Indie God in a bathroom. This is the locker room, by the way, at ASW, West Virginia. Great show, 19th anniversary. I wrestled Jack Vaughn. I beat him, obviously. But hell of a talent.
That was my next question. Thank God.
If I do Indie Mania, maybe he's a name on it. I'm not sure. But
Wow.
great night in West Virginia. And we made history. Me and Cabana made history. Well,
Okay.
I made history. First time, because I'm usually like the main event at these shows, and this show is usually like an hour away from like the town where you fly into.
Yeah.
First time ever, I was able to have a sit down meal. Can you believe it?
Yeah, this one's only like 25 minutes from the town.
This is not. It's an hour away. What are you talking about? 45
No, it's
minutes,
not
an hour away.
From the airport?
It's at least 45 minutes.
I want to say 40 or less, but
Anyway, have you
I've
ever had a
worked a
real
bunch
meal
like that.
after a Gary Damron show?
but only like Buffalo Wild Wings, like a late night
That
spot.
doesn't count. We had a real steakhouse meal. It was fantastic. It was great.
Who paid for that?
Split bill, of course.
Whoa.
Split bill. You know what? I paid for the appetizers.
Broski,
wow.
see, you just got to pay for it, okay, pal?
Yeah.
You know, you just got to, you're the star, okay? You're the star.
Colt has been the original indie guy. I know he's got a lot of money somewhere. You know,
Oh, dude, it's
So he
buried
can
in his
afford it.
backyard, I'm sure.
somewhere. But we had a great time. Great to see Colt Cabana. Good times, great memories. Gary Dameron, I love him. Unbelievable. But, you know, I was kind of impressed with my night beating Jack Vaughn. But what about Leo Sparrow? This is, as I'm driving to the steakhouse, I get a FaceTime from Leo Sparrow. I thought it was a butt dial, but it's him showing me that he wins the Super 8
Pretty
tournament.
freaking cool, bro.
Quote, Matt Cardona, Friday night. Leo, you know you're not going to win this, right?
Jesus.
I couldn't believe it.
You're like, Adrian, you can't win. Unreal.
But, man,
And then you made fun of his hair for
well,
like
the
a half
hair,
hour.
he's got to fix the hair. But I am very, very proud of him that he won this. He
Pretty
just
cool.
secured his spot on Indie Mania.
Wow,
Wow,
him versus
look at
Reckless
that.
Youth, right?
But he's got to bring out the trophy, or else he's just the guy.
I mean,
I
he
need to
had
say
it back in his house. He really got to
ECWA
keep it, I believe.
Super 8 winner. That's what it's called, ECWA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He
And
needs to
that's
come out
Jim
with the trophy.
Kettner, who would never book us when we were breaking in.
Is that Jim Kettner right there?
Yes.
He would never book us. No, I never
Yeah, we
did.
tried. We sent very professional
VHS
press
tapes?
kits to him, yeah.
Out of principle, I'll never work for the man. But maybe I'll go for the Super 8 title on Indie Mania.
Oh, and there
I
it is.
love
that.
All his details.
I didn't realize Leo is a figure collector like this.
What?
Do you just bully him when you see him? You don't speak to him?
I don't talk to him about wrestling figures.
What?
I do kind of, I
In
make fun
a
of him not
wrestling
eating
figure
meat.
community that he comes out to every event for?
Yeah, the
just thought he was
story
like-
of Leo Sparrow is that he started by taking pictures of us at Hat Mitch's because he was a figure collector and a podcast fan.
I will say Leo Sparrow is somebody who I think does it the right way, like eats the shit, sucks it up, does the hard work.
Yeah.
I remember him just like maybe after a toy drive or FW or something, he's like cleaning up the whole fucking place, like sweeping and mopping all by himself.
I know exactly.
why
that,
he is
because
where he is
He
right
was
now.
very early on into his training, and I barely knew him, and he asked to come help out. And then we had to go drop something, and we left the school like disastrous with the donation toys, because that's when we threw them all in the ring and we took that photo op and stuff. And we came back like an hour and it looked like nothing had happened. He had it all in the bins and ready to go. And we were like, what?
Right.
We thought we were gonna be there all day.
Yeah. Hard worker. He does everything right in indie wrestling for sure. And
He
tries really
reminds me-
hard. And he's working
Yes.
on his body and he's getting bigger and he's having more success and he's had a lot of cool spots. He makes the most of his opportunities.
Leo hustles too, man. He makes the trips, he makes the connections, he does the the dirty work that people aren't willing to do, and that's what you got to do to kind
The
of.
only thing I don't like about him is he doesn't eat meat, which I think is really going to hinder his body.
It is his character that does resonate with people.
And I keep telling him, eat meat and still be the vegan character. That makes you more of a heel. Anyway,
It's a tough story to explain.
I keep you find me one jacked vegan, and then I'll end the argument.
I watched a whole documentary about it, but I didn't really believe it. Like the world's strongest man is like a vegan or something, but I was like, I don't know about this.
But how does he look physically?
He's like huge.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
Congrats, Leo.
Speaking of congrats, congrats. Steph DeLander writing, which I thought at first was a coloring book, but no, it's an autobiography.
Bro, I was like, is this a rib tweet? Is this real?
It's real.
No clue. She had not told me anything about this.
It's real. You can pre-order it now. Hardcover in Barnes & Noble. Amazon for ebook. Very, very cool. I love that she, during her time off with injury, wrote a fucking book.
It's insane.
Think it's cool. Very proud of her. She's always a go-getter. She, I don't know if she wants me to say this, but I wrote the forward for the book. She asked me to
You
write the
did.
forward.
I thought
so
the
I wrote
alternate title was going to be 10 Things I Hate About Matt Cardona.
I'll be honest. No quote from me on the back, so I can't even like sign these at conventions. No picture of me on the back. That did sting a bit. So there's no money to be made for me off this book. I was kind of
Chelsea,
offended
you
by
hate
that.
it.
But yeah, very. She makes her own rules, and let's support her, buy the book, and
That's
really
great.
cool.
It's very cool. I read pretty much every wrestling book, so I mean, I'm sure
You have
it's
to
gonna
get
be on
this
my
one. MJF and Adam Cole both received close-up look at the new Bebe 2-pack, but then everyone got it. I didn't realize it was that ready to go.
Yeah, I got it.
Very
Live
cool.
unboxing coming up. Weekly purchases.
I love that, Jazzwares, AEW, you don't really these days see Mattel people putting over their figure like this. So I thought
They
it was
are.
cool.
Jazzwares is definitely starting to do a lot more fun stuff, with the actual talent and things like that. There was that Excalibur commercial last month. There's this stuff. I like the integration. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You have access to, the real people that do something with it.
Absolutely.
By the way, the reactions from both of the people could not have been more different. As you
I didn't see that Adam Cole when I saw MJF go, like, who gives a shit? And why is he in this box with me?
I love that he's covering it up. It's great.
And he covered him up. Yeah, it's pretty funny. On brand.
I can't wait to see what he does at signings to that, Adam. Like how I used to X over the mojo.
Dude, I have a Mox MJF 2-pack that I asked him to sign that I don't think I can sell because of what he wrote on it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I wouldn't
what
feel
about this?
comfortable selling it.
Triple H card rip with Sam Roberts.
I watched this in disbelief.
Wild. I love it.
I was like, Triple H is ripping. He ripped an entire hobby box with Sam.
I love it. So cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What I really loved about this was the titles on display back there, because Chelsea and I have been trying to figure out how to display our titles in our house in like a classy way.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that.
And those
Something
are
like
all
that
on
is
like
cool.
shelves with LEDs.
Yeah, with like a lit up shelves. So we might do something like that. Not like in our fucking living room, but we have like an area upstairs before my toy room, like a little kind of loft area.
That'd be cool.
So maybe something like that.
And I think it all centers with the ASW title in the middle, right?
You think
I
Triple
don't
H is
have a
just trying
replica
to
of
burn through these packs so we can get Sam Roberts the fuck away from him?
No. Sam is well liked.
Sam
It
is
kind of
well
makes
liked.
me sick, actually. I don't know if Hunter knows that Sam Roberts has never donated to our holiday toy drive.
Yeah, we should have told him that before this rip.
I don't think Hunter has either, so
That's okay, though.
yeah.
Devon Dudley. I met up with Devon Dudley last week.
I wanted
Got
to
a
ask
car
you what
wash?
the deal with this is.
No. I went to I guess this is his wrestling school.
Okay.
I filmed 2 videos with him, a little trade-off. This is the one that's going to come to our channel this week, if not already.
Yeah.
A little Incarnation of Domination Devon Dudley figures. Now, obviously, we couldn't do every single figure. So I chose what I think are the definitive Devon Dudley figures. We went into the outfits. We went into the figures. I guess maybe Brian knows Devon. Brian, he'll know what I'm talking about when I say, like, Devon's telling these stories and, like, leaving these details or saying these details. I'm like, that's not exactly what happened here. That's not the time period. But I just
You're
let
better
it go.
than me, Matt. I wouldn't be able to.
I just let it go. But Devon's a good guy.
You weren't
Great
even there
talent.
for that. I'd be like,
You weren't even there.
I loved it. We talked about some rare figures. And then I also did a video on his channel where we watch myself versus Nick Gage, the first death match that I had.
oh my
So-
God, he wanted to critique it? Like
Yeah,
a
he was
producer?
critiqued a little bit. So, guys, hear me out here. Use the hashtag Major Devon, and you need to post all this proof that you subscribe to Major Pod YouTube, that you watch the video, and leave a comment in the video. You subscribe to Devon's channel, and you watch our video and leave a comment on that video. Leave
A lot of
all 4 of those
screenshots you're asking for.
What's 4 screenshots, really? 4 screenshots.
Okay.
And the
That's all you're allowed to
hashtag,
post on X.
Yeah.
yeah,
true.
that's right. Major Devon to chance to win. Get this, a TNA Devon figure from this video signed by Devon.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So I will announce the winner either next week or the week after that. So
Sub to us, sub to Devon, comment on his video, comment on our video.
exactly.
That's your 4 tasks. And then post
And-
all 4 of those screenshots in a tweet on X.
Yes. And Major Devon. And also you got to like the video too, of course. You got to like it too. So, but 4 screenshots, Major Devon, chance to win, a signed TNA Dudley, Devon Dudley figure. And there is no Bubba Dudley. So we talked about that too.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you
talk
got
about that.
cut. It's a prototype.
There is a prototype. Guys, we're less than a month away. Las Vegas, Nevada. the Palms, the Collective, Live 21. We are invading with Live in Vegas. Some tickets still available. You will not want to miss this show. VIP, GA, let's fucking go. Ringside raffle, Major Garage Beer, a lot of surprise guests.
And I need a place to stay after if anybody has a room. Because I can't sleep with Kinnick.
And a lucky person's going to get to take Mark home with them.
We'll do a contest.
Yeah.
We got some cool things planned here. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm excited to see you guys there. A lot of competition, so we appreciate if you buy tickets.
A lot going on in a small amount of time before WrestleMania, I'll tell you that.
That is for sure.
In the city that never sleeps.
That's right. And guys, this is also the last week on collectmajor.com to get the Demolition. Axe, Smash, Bryan Adams. Now, listen, guys. Series 2 Demolition. A lot. They go for a lot on eBay. People have been begging us to re-release them. We said no. We did one better. We redid them. We made them even better. But guys, they have their WWE Legends deal. These are not coming out again. These are not being repainted. This is it. If you want Demolition, this is your chance. It's like you could literally buy 100 Demolition and flip them on eBay and stockpile them and save them because we ain't doing them again. This is it.
This is it.
So get them now. Look, even the masks, brand new masks. Bryan Adams, Crush, Axe. Let's go get your Demolition today.
Clock is ticking, brother.
The clock is definitely ticking. So get your Demolition, collectmajor.com. I got nothing else for follow-up. You guys?
Nope, feeling good. I had a nice dad weekend after that craziness at Shay's, so pretty chill.
Same. Watch Storks.
Storks?
Storks.
What's that?
Good movie.
All right. You know what I started watching last night? Kickboxer to get boned up for these figures.
Ooh, I'd love to watch that again.
It's a good one, baby. It's just as good / bad as you imagine.
Right, yeah. So it definitely has its cheesiness.
Yeah.
There was a period in my life that I rented that like every other movie.
Oh, so good. All right. Let's go to the news brought to you by Garage Beer.
Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has a new tag team partner, Garage Beer.
Scratch that figure itch and scratch that beer itch with Garage Beer.
Every tag team needs a name.
And here it is, Major Garage Beer.
Garage Beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients.
You can choose between the light beer or my favorite, the lime beer.
And with only 95 calories, it's the smart beer to drink.
I'm Brian Myers, the most professional drinker.
I'm Smart Mark Sterling, and I love beer-flavored beer.
And I'm always ready, Matt Cardona. And the Major Garage is always open. All right, guys, Major Garage Beer. Use the hashtag Major Garage Beer. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize. Guys, please interact with us on social media with this Garage Beer because I'll be honest, guys, we'll be transparent. The more successful this 3 or 4 month deal is, that really sets the tone. Can we continue with Garage? But this is not like a permanent thing, a year-long thing. This was a temporary
You didn't
deal.
sign a lifetime contract?
No, I wish I would. It wasn't
Favorite
offered.
nations like Hall and Nash?
So the more you guys help us, what's the quote from Jerry Maguire? Help me, help you. You know what I'm saying? So the more you guys support, the bigger. We already have some great plans for this, but we got to prove to Garage Beer.
You had me at
that
hello.
you made your marks. That's right.
You had me at hello.
I'm so sad about the hockey jersey.
All right, Hassle Toys, Grapples and Gimmicks, teasing the Godwins and Hillbilly Jim.
Look at those hillbilly
Look at
butts.
that ass.
Yeah, I'm hoping this means he's redoing his Godwins because Mitch has done a lot of great stuff. His Godwins kind of were,
They weren't like in the era that he's in now. So it'd be nice if they're
and
touched up a bit.
Manager Hillbilly Jim, I kind of dig this. So this will be the third retro Henry Godwin because Zombie is doing Henry Godwin.
Oh yeah.
So then Mitch, I believe, also showed off the Hillbilly Jim like as a wrestler. He sent me like the real photo to use. Like, you want a Major Pod exclusive? I'm like, you already showed off like the back. I don't want like to post the front. Like, no thanks. Like,
It is. I mean, it would be another way to see it, but whatever. I mean,
yeah,
why not?
I mean,
Yeah.
Didn't we just use it?
I'm like, just post it. Just post it. So
Oh, I see. Okay.
I can't like support like this. Oh, here's his butt cheek. Next week, his elbow. Like, come
Yeah.
on, let's go here. But Hillbilly Jim is a good one to have signed. Good legend. So I don't know. I still don't know what I'm doing with these retro figures. Like, I'm not a
There's
completist.
a lot.
It's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Zombie Sailor. So we see all this in the back of the Public Enemy package that people have been getting.
Mine, I just got an email out for delivery, my Public Enemy.
Ooh.
Right now.
So we see the Road Warriors are still coming. We also see a Ric Flair in the blue, which I'm sure. I mean, I feel like we already saw that.
And there's
that
no
was coming.
blood on that flare?
Yeah, it's just a plain blue, which I dig.
Okay.
Sure.
And a repaint of Todd Pettingill.
Which looks like more like a WrestleMania, maybe, because it's
Yeah,
got like
like
a gold cummerbund.
Yeah, I dig that. It's cool.
The other one has like a maroon.
As of now, still a completist with my zombies, but if we get a third Pettingill, that might be it for me.
3 Pettingills. Broski's got a tap.
Yeah, we also saw the Pinnacle Jeff Jarrett, which
I want
looks
that
fucking,
Hakushi, man.
Yeah, Hakushi looks great. This looks
There we
incredible. Look at
Man,
this. The
dream
definitive
figure, finally.
Double J. Just give me
So
this,
cool.
baby. What are we waiting for here?
I know. It's been
What are we waiting for?
ever.
I
I
love
really
it.
want to see these mocked up in packaging, too.
I would like to see that as well. But I love this. I think you got to pose it with the glass on, the hat on that head, and do the peace sign hands.
Right.
It's unbelievable. It just looks perfect. It looks top notch. I really,
Pretty exciting.
really dig that. So great.
Man, I don't remember him wearing boots ever like that.
It's cool with the tassels, the fringe.
Right.
That is a pinnacle. You look at that figure, you think pinnacle.
No, I think regime. That figure is so good. I'm thinking regime.
Oh boy. Check this out, guys. Boss Fight Studio Legends of Lucha Libre Wave 4. Check these out. We got D, you're gonna have to pop in here and explain who we got here, what we got here, what
That's
attires.
Rouge for sure.
Wow.
It's like,
They look
I
great.
don't know.
Freedom Labs, please hold.
I'm already going to say no actual legends, see? They're modern guys.
D, what
They
do we
are-
got here?
Yeah, these we got the La Disney I mean, it's the Munez dynasty. We'll just say that, or Munoz. I'm not 100% positive. how they pronounce
Tralistico?
them.
Is that Tralistico?
Yeah, Dralistico. These are all brothers. They're all siblings.
I was today years old when I realized that.
Yeah.
These are all Mark's colleagues.
I knew
correct?
that. Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, 2 of them. Yeah.
Dragon Lee's in WWE. He's a speed champion, Brian. Come on.
Wait, that's the other one?
Dragon Lee is the guy in blue. Yes. Brian.
Yeah.
Roosh is in the center.
I didn't realize that. So he must have
Tralistico
been
is on the
signed a
left.
long. This must be in the works for a long time because I feel like he's been in WWE for a long time.
He has a figure. He's an elite.
Mattel figure has been out for a while.
Well, even with Penta and Phoenix being with AEW at the time that those figures were released, they're still technically managed by Mass Republic, and Mass Republic owns Legends of Lucha Libre. That's their brand that they use for consumer products and such, and for licensing, as well as the Mass Republic branding as well. So, yeah, 3 brand new figures, a part of just Wave 4. Fanaticos will not continue going forward, so just the premium / deluxe
Oh
wave.
wow! So then the basic style is done.
Yeah, so we'll see what figures get visited with future waves. I'm not sure if the plan with the rollout is one wave per year or two waves every two waves every year. But these guys are jam packed with accessories, great likeness, great
They
sculpt.
look awesome.
Yeah, they look awesome. Very toyetic, very fun.
So,
I was gonna say, Bruce has got to have alternate head, right?
Yeah. So this is Dralistico.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
the mask is great.
Yeah, a bunch of just brand new gauntlets on him.
He's been featured very heavily on
boots.
Collision as of late.
Yeah, it's even got a tattoo peeking through. I'm assuming that's going to be a PVC coat that's going to be on him with the chains, the sculpt on that, the texturing that is implemented onto
great.
that.
Wow.
And all be posed out.
Is that a toy or is that the human man?
Right. Yeah.
I'm serious.
These are 3D renderings at the moment, but they're obviously
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Renderings look great, and
really cool.
Boss Fight makes nice stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
Very nice
they're still. I definitely urge people to check out Boss Fight Shop, check out all the different licenses that they have available, because they also have their epic hacks as well. Basically, Boss Fight started because it was several individuals that were let go of from Hasbro, I believe in 2012 or 2013, and they formed Boss Fight Studio, and now still working on this stuff. And these figures, not these figures in particular, but their work with Master Republic and Legends of Lucha Libre, it's been going since 2019, I believe. And all the stuff that's been getting put out by the people, the great team that's been working on them.
Can I ask a really dumb, ignorant question?
What's up?
Like that mask looks very like Sin Cara like. Is there any?
Yes. So he, I believe, previously performed as Mystico number 2. Mystico was Sin Cara number 1, and Sin Cara number 2 was obviously Hunico. So he took up, I believe, when Mystico went to WWE, I believe he took up the mantle for Mystico for CMLL or AAA. They blend to me. I'm not a Roy Lucha or Luchador expert, but. This
Gotcha.
he previously did perform as it was very synonymous. I mean, even with the Sin Cara stuff, there was elements from the Mystico character, so that's why he still has the white and gold, because that was like the Mystico color scheme. Gold is still a very common color that he incorporates in his wardrobe. He is the second oldest, I believe, of the brothers. Dragon Lee is the youngest. Roosh is the oldest, and then their dad is Bestial Del Ring. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm probably appeared across WCW television back during the late 90s, across Nitro and Thunder.
Wow.
Probably.
This looks really good.
This is great.
And these are all based off of, I'm assuming, when they were, I'm not sure if the unit is still around, Los Ingobernables. So,
Right. And they were New Japan.
Los Faction del Ingobernables.
Looks awesome.
Soft good shirt, interchangeable head.
That his mask was like one eye. That looks like it must have been really annoying to wrestle in.
No, I think it's his entrance mask.
Yeah, he still, I think he had it throughout AEW a little bit. Maybe, obviously, it's a different mask, but
I've seen the entrance mask. I didn't know if he wrestled.
I don't think he wrestled it.
Yeah, maybe previously in his career he did, but maybe not with those larger horns. But similar to what Boss Fight does, and I'm sure it's going to apply here, they're going to do the multi-layer mask to where you get that depth, that shadowing around the eye, and just the inkjet printing that is excellently done. The insert molded arms, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. And then you also get that PVC crotch that allows for a great range there. So like in terms of what's on the market at the moment, these are, I guess, in terms of range, these are the best wrestling figures for. Like, these are the closest, I guess, to an import style of figure like a Mafex at the moment, whereas Mattel, the Ultimate Edition, and AEW, those are closer to your Marvel Legends style.
These renders are unreal.
They look so impressive.
Yeah. I love that this set has a theme and it's the brothers and everything.
Yeah.
I wish there was like an actual legend involved.
I mean, these guys have been wrestling since they were 13 or so. So
I know. I'm just saying there's still
in that world of Lucha Libre, they're probably...
I like the throwback stuff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, something for, but this is the first wave that is highly themed. I mean, because, the previous wave...
Roosh has been in AEW for a long ass time. He has no figure, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, not at the moment. Yeah, one could be a development, probably potentially exclusive to Ringside if that's the the potential for that.
I think this is a better figure than what Mattel did.
Yeah, at this time, yeah, definitely. I mean, the entrance cape definitely has a lot more, once again, individual sculpting for it. I think, obviously, with the wave that Dragon Lee was slotted in, a lot of the deco had to go to other characters, so they did just the solid white trunks to get him out as fast as possible.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, he's in all white.
Yeah, so that was probably the other characters in the wave had to be, so he was just cost reduced, or not even really cost reduced, just sensible to put him in a gear that is technically accurate. So,
Looks
but
awesome.
Interesting.
all these swappable hands, all of them have their own individual boot tassels, because that's something I think maybe
All
they
unique,
might
too.
Yeah, they might share boot tassels, him and his brother, which is most likely accurate, and probably all this blue and probably some of even the white is all going to be metallic
I'm
finish.
looking at even the Mattel has those boot tassels. That must be his thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely their thing, at least for
Sick.
the Ingobernables. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Pro Wrestling Tees. So, some micro brawlers, AEW micro brawlers. Check these out. The Rizzler.
Unreal.
Here we go.
I'd plug it, but it's sold out.
Wow.
The
course it is.
Rizzler sold out.
What a pose.
Unreal.
What a likeness.
Unbelievable. I love that this sold out. I absolutely love that this sold out. We need a Rizzler Jazzwares, bro. Like, I hope Ringside's working on this exact figure. An Orange Cassidy 2-pack with the Rizzler.
Two-pack ski.
Oh, my God.
I don't know
We
if we ever
also
talked
saw-
about it. Did you know the Rizzler's been around forever? Like, he had like a viral video when he was like 4
Black
years
Panther?
old. What's that?
The Black Panther video, or I think I know which one you're talking about. Maybe not specifically, but yeah. I mean, that's
The point is, he went
Yeah.
viral like years ago
Jeez.
just
I
for
didn't know
being a
that.
cute kid, like saying something ridiculous in the camera or whatever, and he went viral. So he's been well known. And then his like relationship with the Boom family is just that they were both influencers that kind of like, it was like a mega powers.
I love it.
no relation.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense because I've always
No
kinda
relation,
wondered
Mark?
What the hell is this?
No relation, no.
Also, there was a Brawler Balls Danhausen. I believe also some Danhausen micro brawlers in a crate, too.
Nice.
Do those?
I got a
I
crate
didn't
that I
see it.
haven't
He's got to
opened
be
yet.
the record holder for micro brawlers.
No,
there were some older ones that were a part of a crate, but nothing.
These were
recent
like
from what I
these
saw.
were like Incredible Hulk Danhausens. You guys didn't see these?
I haven't seen them though.
Yeah,
I have
so
a crate that I have to open and weekly
There's
purchase.
so many micro brawler groups, so who knows which one it came in.
This-
And, yeah.
I like the Brawler Balls Danhausen.
Yep.
Mark Henry announced a nostalgia agreement. Legends.
Did you hear that
deal.
pop?
So that I was thinking though, like, what mark do we not have?
We don't have like a braided mark.
Oh, actually,
Like-
no. What I would love is like Olympic, the red, white, and blue.
Okay,
singlet.
that. But for me personally, I
96?
want like a 2005, 2006 Mark Henry, like Ruthless Aggression era,
Yeah,
but
the
not
Silverback.
like
They
yeah, that's-
did. The only one that's been offered by Mattel was the WrestleMania 22 one. That I think that was in a WrestleMania Heritage
And
wave.
that's in a
That's a
basic.
base.
That's
Yeah.
a basic. So like
It's got
I
the
have
gold.
that.
It's got the gold knee pads. Yeah.
Yeah, I, don't even
I want that
remember
in Elite.
but okay.
But enough time has passed for that sexual chocolate, even that Nation for like from
Oh
the
no,
vault.
they can refurbish the ones they did for sure. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
You know
saying,
what else
they-
would be a good one? Like salmon suit, Mark Henry. Like not for
I mean,
me,
people
but
would
like
it. Yeah, a
people would
build.
dig that.
That could be a fun builder.
That is such a legendary wrestling thing. Like people
really
talk
is.
about Sam and Suit Mark Henry all the time. So 2 videos from Mark Henry recently that him announcing to whatever crowd that was that he has a Legends deal.
That was at a Belfast appearance that he was doing. It was like a pre-show watch party.
bro.
For, like,
the pop
SmackDown.
was it was like what the that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
Very
Then-
happy for him.
This story that I saw about how Vince McMahon ribbed him one time and sent him out for the dark match and then sent nobody out.
I remember that.
What? I don't even know. I didn't see this.
It's like
nor
the
do I know that
post match.
story.
They just posted like a video. It's been making the rounds.
Yeah, he tells the story and
I saw him screaming, singing Batista's theme song with a bunch of fans, and he throws a bottle of water in the crowd.
not
No,
that.
this is
No,
different.
this
This
is just a sit down
That's
interview.
what I saw this weekend.
It's like a
Sit down
post show SmackDown, or whatever. They send out Mark for the post show dark, but then they never send out an opponent.
So what happens?
He's just waiting there for like 15, 20 minutes.
No.
yeah, then
and
Chibble's like, "Good night, everybody."
And Mark is furious. And he walks to the back and destroys the whole back. It's nobody's there. It's a ghost town, he says. And he just starts flipping tables.
Or this is just gone from my brain. I have no recollection of this.
But they have footage of it, so they're showing his face in the ring.
Was
like
this on like
10
WWE
minutes.
Vault or something?
I think it was like an A&E show they did. Did they just do an A&E on Mark Henry? And I think
He might have it at one of those, yeah.
the video is making the rounds.
But them closing up on his face, where he's getting hotter and hotter,
Man, I wouldn't want to see
staying there
off
in
like
the
that.
ring. It was a crazy story.
I think they could also make like debut Mark Henry, like USA, like
Yeah,
Jerry
96.
Lawler.
Yeah.
That's what I just said, the USA single.
I thought you meant like the world's strongest, like I just come back, like in the blue, like finishing move singlet.
No, I want like the ugly like USA with the yeah, I want that.
Got it.
The one that's like the meme, like me showing up to the 4th of July barbecue.
Because I don't know if you remember,
That's what I want,
like
yeah.
figure related, they make a finishing moves figure of like Mark Henry with the braids and like that blue World's Strongest Man singlet, but there's no like other figure for
No,
Mark
it's the
Henry
weirdest.
for years. It's just this finishing moves Mark
And then they
Henry.
use that head with the ponytail forever.
Right. Forever.
ridiculous.
Forever.
Yeah.
That finishing move Mark Henry is a great figure.
It's not. It's horrible.
But like I remember because you needed that was the only way to have a Mark Henry
Yeah.
for your fig fed. Was a finishing moves figure and a cloth singlet.
Yeah, cloth singlet.
Man.
Jack says great for Retro Nations, but we already have the Nation Mark Henry.
No, he's saying a retro.
Oh,
Retro set.
Oh, they could do the whole, yeah, everybody. That'd be cool.
Ringside.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
Ringside. I would like that.
Yeah.
I would like that. Big Shots showing off a cane wrestling buddy. Looks awesome. Big Red Machine.
That's pretty sweet.
Big Shots is killing it. I love Big Shots. I hope the fans are supporting this. I hope they're buying these.
Pretty
'cause these are-
expensive.
Yeah, they're
But who
expensive.
knows?
Well,
worth it.
for the 22-inch.
Yeah, but go big or go home.
Go
Yeah,
big
you
or
need
go
the
home.
22. What do you?
Funko
7-inch.
Pop. Funko Pop showing off the Roddy Piper. So I'm sure next week we will get the reveal of the Dudley Boys. And you know, Devon and Bubba are happy with those premium
They come with little Hall of Fame
items.
plaques. Then
Yeah, little Hall of Fame plaques.
that's cute.
Cool. Mattel, people have been finding the NWO 2002 3-pack.
I've seen this.
Great set. One I'm going to personally skip.
Yeah,
but
I got to.
I appreciate it.
Rabbit hole for me. Cool.
I
though.
really, really appreciate it. Now, if there wasn't ring gear from this era Hall and Nash, I feel like I'd have to get it, but there is, so I don't need
Yeah.
it.
So
Really cool though. I
And you do have
appreciate it.
those.
I think-
You have the ring gear ones?
yeah.
yeah, I have those.
I'm undecided on this or not. Probably not.
It's really cool. It's
If I
just,
happen to see it, I might get it.
All right, so some Ringside news. Shop Ringside Collectibles WrestleMania sale going on now for some huge figure deals. New in stock, Unrivaled 17 with Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, Swerve Strickland, Ricky Starks, Killswitch, and
I
Willow
gotta go
Nightingale.
pick those up.
Better Than You, Baby, MJF and Adam Cole. And up next, Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
It's the Ringside Top 10. You just got 20 spins and your wife is mad again. Ringside Top 10. They got big brother guys and majors you can bet. Ringside Top 10. For over 30 years, John's proved this ain't a trend. Ringside Top 10. Make sure you use code MAJOR for the discount at the end.
Number 10, Julia Hart, Unrivaled 16. Number 9, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011. Number 8, Better Than You, Baby. Number 7, Christian Cage, Unrivaled 17. Number 6, Jey Uso, Elite 114. Number 5, Jeff Hardy, Blacklight. Number 4, CM Punk, Elite 115. Number 3, Willow Nightingale, AEW Unrivaled 17. Number 2, Swerve Strickland, AEW Unrivaled 17. This is nice. Number 1, WWE Raw Real Scale Wrestling Ring with Rhea Ripley.
Oh, I mean, thing rules, man.
Is it on
Especially
sale?
if you got kids or
I think it's
you've
back
got
in
a
stock.
modern day display.
I wonder why that Julia Hart was on there. Must be on sale.
Back, I think it's back in stock.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go to some weekly purchases brought to you by CollectMajor.com.
Big match at my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster cuff. Video silence.
Big rubber guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all. All right, guys, a lot of cool stuff over on CollectMajor.com. The pre-order going on for Demolition. But we've got some in-stock stuff right now. We got the Andre the Giant Major Bendies. Make sure you pick that up right now on CollectMajor.com. We also have Big Rubber Guys in stock. Brian Myers with the TNA title. Myself with the Internet title. And guys, these are low.
Getting low, baby.
I bought a good chunk for my whatnots. So if you want these,
I did the same thing. So the stock is low.
Stock is low. Get these right now. Also, Big Rubber Guy Series 8, Animal, Hawk, Ethan Page, Matt Hardy. Very limited quantities of those. As well as the Evergreen, Macho Man Randy Savage in the pink. And woo, Nature Boy, Ric Flair with the big gold. Like I said, get the pre-order. Big Rubber Guy Series 12 right now. The pre-order is the order. What do we have for weekly purchases, boys? Oh, but before we do, use the hashtag CollectMajor. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize.
Collect Major, we got right here. Mean Dean,
baby.
Ooh.
My ECW shelf is coming along, but it's definitely missing some original.
Oh, boy. Keep going, bro. You're just scratching the surface there.
Let's go, baby.
Better than you, baby. Finally in stock. Ringside Collectibles. Discount code Major. Save 10%. Pretty sweet. I do think this would look wonderful signed. Look at all that surface space here for you. Live unboxing here, folks. Let's get after it.
Guys.
We're in. Take a look. So big I can't see what I'm showing you guys. MJF, Adam Cole, 8 pieces. This is another way to get the Burberry Gold, which I think previously is only in that very expensive and ginormous Amazon box. Wow.
The jacket.
Goods, little jacket boys here. Okay, yeah, so MJF says better than you, and Cole says baby. They're kind of stuck in here pretty good. Safety first. Got 1. Got 2. Oh, wow. The quality on these is like pretty. Oh, wow. This is like Orange Cassidy style, like built in.
Oh, it's like shirt and jacket.
Wow.
I like that.
Top notch. There's MJF's. There's Cole's. Pretty cool. And here are the figs.
While you're opening, I think, injuries kind of hurt that whole angle, but at one point,
Oh, this was like red hot.
those guys were so. Remember Max like doing the kangaroo kick?
Oh
and
my
the
god,
whole-
it was like crazy where it was at one point.
and the people following the friendship and all that stuff. Unfortunately, injuries and all that stuff, but I can see why there was a 2-pack commemorating the.
Right. This one I
act.
think obviously timely. Not the case, but definitely warranted it from the popularity that, this angle had. MJF. He has the mic. Tape fists. And this is the Wembley match, right? What it's depicting?
I'm not sure.
Mark, you were there.
I was not.
I don't believe it is. Some fan that was there. I mean, I can look up pictures right now, but I believe it's based off of Dynamite Blood and Guts. That's what's pictured on the back of the box as well.
Oh, yeah, it says blood and guts on the apron. I'm looking right now on the floor.
Yeah.
So it's not Wembley, but...
Yeah, I'm sure there was a few other instances, but that might have been the first time that...
Same time frame, right?
Yeah. The main probably distinguishing thing is that Adam Cole has the gold knee pads. So. And I think they're both on the same body, besides maybe the legs, possibly. The legs might be slightly different.
Ooh, yeah, good call.
Yeah, and they were like making jokes about how one's more jacked and tan than the other. I'm pretty sure they're both the same skin tone and the same size. So, but funny.
Very, very, very similar, I would say. I mean, obviously the knee pads are different.
Yeah.
Molds. Very cool.
So
Better than you, baby. Exclusive to Ringside Collectibles.
While we're on this topic, I got Unrivaled 17, the complete set. Okay. And I unboxed 3 of them. To start, first things first, I needed a first time in the line. Willow.
That's awesome. Good for her.
Really
NYWC alum, huh?
Nice little pose. I love it. She's a big fan of this figure.
That's cool. That's a really cool toy.
And she's got the chase, too, right?
Yep, she's got the chase, so she gets 2 figures. The hair is awesome.
That. Good for her.
The gear is awesome.
Even has fishnet, doesn't it, Mark?
I saw that at Toy Fair, so I knew how good that was already.
She comes with 2 fist hands, but I'm clearly going to do the Willow pose with the piece.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is insane. This is like a Marvel Legends.
Wow. That's
Man.
Look at this kill switch. Look at his face is. This is
It's
the
about
craziest wrestling.
About as
figure.
toyetic as like a wrestling figure can be, right?
It's unbelievable. Now I guess I can unhook this.
Yeah, that thing's
There's-
got to come off so you can play
There's
with
little
it, right?
clasps on this shoulder.
Similar to the War Raiders, yeah.
I am definitely not taking that off though. No
Broski
question.
style, you scared you'll never get it back?
I'm
No
the
question.
same way, dude. I
It's
feel
that.
you.
And then I don't know if I'm going to keep this, but I wanted to open it for research purposes. The Christian Cage.
I like it because it's, daddy Christian, bad guy Christian.
I
like
think
it.
I think this is like more representative of his character.
Bro, he wrestles twice a year, yeah.
Exactly. So him coming out in the promo or whatever, it makes this jacket, which he wears all the time.
I
got
think
the
I'm going to
turtleneck.
break my rules. I'm not quite sure and get that Edge and Christian 2-pack.
Oh.
Now the turtleneck underneath is the cutoff that he wrestles in.
So I
right?
guess you could wrestle with. I guess you could use
I
it.
guess, but he's wearing like dress boots.
Yeah, but if I was playing in a fig fit,
Well, there will be that 2-pack that's coming out exclusive, the pay-per-view series.
But this right here, that's great.
Looks
Yes.
really good.
So
And you need
this
the
is
pairing,
such
right? Yeah.
such a change from the other Christian that we have.
But that too, like even the scan looks a lot better.
Yeah. That one's great. And then the Edge, I don't need that one. I already have an Edge.
Promo cope.
I already have an Edge. Right there, boom, I already have an Edge. The Ricky, this is a cool Ricky. The jacket is really cool.
That's his first time with a soft goods jacket, right?
But I'm happy with the other Ricky that I have.
What do you think of the new packaging? I like the new packaging a lot.
What's different about it?
It's just like
the background's different, the new
refurbished,
AEW logo,
Mark didn't even notice.
the rebrand for 125.
It's complete. It's like completely different besides the shape, I would say.
Yeah, I believe it started with the unmatched ones. That were,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty colorblind, so
The Sting.
It's designs though. It's not color.
And then the last is the I think that I'm going to keep this one. This is Top Guy Swerve.
Right, because the other one's
You
tag team
gotta
with
have
Keith Lee
that.
Swerve.
And does it come with the jacket, Mark, or was that did that make
That got scraped. I was
Yeah,
scrapped, I
nothing.
heard, right?
Oh
Cost
wow,
cut.
that's interesting that You would have to assume that at some point there's going to be a Swerve with like that robe and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's
sure
probably
you're
one of the
Supreme or
Supremes.
something,
Yeah.
I can picture that. Yeah.
It's a really good set though.
Great set. Great
AEW
set.
people. And then you gotta honestly, Ricky Saints on NXT right now, and there's a figure of him
Man,
on the shelf right now.
So awesome. There's multiple figures of him on the shelf.
I know. I think that's a great problem to have.
Same thing happened with Ethan Page, and same thing happened with Cody Rhodes. And
It's going to happen with Power Town and Jordan Grace. I'm like, kind of not the worst problem to have.
Right.
No, good problem to have.
Yeah. Who got
Let's go.
Heels and Faces Series 4?
Oh, yeah. Look at this. I got him. Bad News Brown. Listen, I might be biased, but I think these are the best retro figures out there today.
And this set was insane to open and check out.
Yeah.
I was blown away that Mike Awesome and I thought Mike Awesome and Bad News were the same, like everything.
No.
I don't think there's one reused part.
Maybe the legs.
What did you
No,
think?
even the legs aren't the same.
You're
Yeah.
right. The boots are different.
Yeah, he's got Bad News has a tongue on his boot. Mike Awesome doesn't.
The
shot.
likeness on all 5 of these are incredible. Bad News, much needed, I think, for like a Hasbro collection. Like Tajiri, I could have done without, but it looks awesome.
It's so good though. Yeah, right. Like it's not like I was like, oh, I need a Tajiri, I'm dying, but like,
Well, he hasn't
it's
had a
so-
figure in a long time.
that too, and the pose is wonderful.
And then
Flair, I think, is the all-star.
the Tajiri goes with the other ECW characters that have former ECW alumni. I guess you could say. Yeah.
I love the blood on the Flair, like the mist
Flair
of
is
the blood.
so sick.
Woo!
Unbelievable.
This is clearly supposed to be his WrestleMania 8 look.
Right.
Even the Awesome is like the likeness is. You feel like you're looking at the man right there.
Abby with the fork is so cool. I was like, oh, but it's like it's rubbery, so it stays in there great.
To me, this is my favorite from the set is the Abdullah, which I think candidate
Blood.
for figure of the year, guys.
Wow,
In my opinion,
it's
not
so good.
even just retro figure of the year.
Yeah.
Figure of the year. The blood, the titties, the fork.
The blood, the titties.
Is there a gloss in the boots, Brian? I think I'm seeing a sheen off the boots.
A little sheen
gloss.
ski?
Yeah.
Little
Looks like
gloss
it
on the
is.
boots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's definitely like a different something.
Even the black soles in the boots too.
Yeah, dude, it's impressive.
blew me
like
away.
I said, this fork, I was like, oh, this little shitty fork's gonna break or get lost, but it's
And the-
rubbery.
And the
and
fork
stays
has
in like perfect.
Wow,
fork
that's
has the
cool.
taped up handle.
Yeah,
It's not just like a regular fork. It's actually got the handle, and the handle also like can
Yeah, it does.
in the hand make it better.
here's our Flair bear. Look at that Flair for everybody.
Flair might also be candidate for figure
Yeah, I think it
and
is.
retro
It's-
figure of
dude,
the year.
He's got like the Flair body to a T, the knee pads,
down.
and where they're supposed to be. It's just unreal.
Yeah. Wow.
I have no problem with him repainting this in the blue.
Nah.
No, it's Ric Flair.
And you got to assume there's going to be an Abbey repaint with no blood. I think there's a Mike Awesome repaint coming with the face paint.
Oh right, like Gladiator, Mike Awesome,
I wouldn't even mind if the jury
with the mist all
Repeat.
over his face.
with the mist all over his face.
Yeah, I could see it happening.
Bad News is one that, like, I guess you could repaint to get some white in his boots, but I don't think we need that.
Man, yeah, it's a stretch.
But great set
Still
from
really
Zombie.
cool. Mark, you didn't buy these?
I did. Yeah. I'm getting them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That was a great set. Really got me boned up to get the Public Enemy and the Jack
Public
Tunney
Enemy
that
out
should
for
be happening.
delivery. I'm pretty excited.
And that was 5 characters. So the ones that were pictured on the back. Let me if I can pull that up. I mean, Series 5 potentially might be, and based off like the colors, it might be new gen inspired. So potentially the Jinsei, Tony Norris, Mark Canterbury, Bob Holly, Mr. Hughes, and maybe the Todd Bettengill
I think
also.
it never makes any
Maybe
sense
I'll-
when Tommy doesn't, so I wouldn't hold him to any of this.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's going to have a full theme or if it's going to be an assortment. So
I dig it, though. I like it. Guys, I got a graded figure this week.
Just one?
Okay.
In a very broski move. I've been wanting this for a while. I got the shell slamming Michelangelo.
Because
And
it's Michael Jordan.
No, this is a shell slamming, so it's a
The
wrestler.
wrestler one?
Oh, the wrestler one. Yeah. Yeah.
I do have the Michael Jordan graded turtle.
Right.
So I figured I wanted this one as well. It looks a little blurry because there's a plastic seal over it. But in a That's So Broski move, I don't know if you guys can see this. There's a price tag on the figure that I didn't realize when I bought it, and I don't really like that.
Oh, it's a vintage price tag. I mean, not a vintage price tag?
It is vintage, but it's like a generic, not a Toys R Us, just a yellow, $8.
Oh, you could have taken that off easy is what you're saying.
Well, no, I couldn't have because I bought it graded.
Yeah, it's graded. It's slab, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I thought you sent it to get
now you're upset that it has that and it's permanent.
Yeah, so I'm gonna still be looking, but it's unpunched, looks beautiful. I'm gonna keep this with my. Let me see if I got it right here. Actually, I can probably reach up and grab it. Oh boy! Yeah, look. So I have the.
That looks great.
The.
I don't mind the
Slam
price
Dunk
tag.
and Don. So
Price tag looks okay.
no, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it is what it is.
The world, but added this to my graded collection. I'm not trying to do Turtles graded. I say that now, but those two are ones that I wanted loose. But then, to me, it felt weird having those loose. I'm like, that might as well get them in on card. The Don I got a couple years ago. I believe I got this at Lobo's Collectibles in Australia, which I'm going back this week, so I'm definitely going to Lobo's again. So just added some things to my little graded collection. I'm a sucker for a graded figure now. I'm a little graded figure whore now.
The blood, the titties, the graded figures.
That's
all the
right.
things.
That's what I love, baby.
My last get of the week, I went to the White Plains card convention yesterday. It's pretty cool. First time going up there for that. It's where I've wrestled a million times. Met Gary Sheffield. Got this signed here. Pretty sweet little piece. They had the collection, ex-Met. So I thought that was cool.
So when you're waiting online for this guy, how long are their lines?
So this was run so professionally. I was pleasantly surprised because I'm like, I'm not waiting in a crazy line.
Yeah.
But I pre-ordered it. So my idea was I'll go at the end and get them if it's crazy or whatever. They call you by your ticket thing. So it's like boarding a plane. You can't, waiting in line doesn't matter because they're going to call you when they call you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I thought that was awesome.
Now you just go up and you say, you don't say, hey, I'm a pro wrestler. You just pretend you're just a regular fan, right?
Yeah. What am I trying? And also, so I met Gary at a bar in Tampa when I was out with Dango and Trent years ago, just partying. And I was contemplating saying something to him about that. But as I got to the table, this other Hall of Fame player, Lee Smith, came up to hadn't seen him in forever, and I didn't really get much. It was a very in and out thing.
Got it.
But cruising it's unreal. Cruising the tables. There was so much stuff. Very cool to see wrestling represented. A lot. A lot of vendors had wrestling stuff. That aside, just before I left, I found this, and I said, you know what? I got to get it. Gem Mint 10 Aaron Rodgers autograph color match. Wow. It's a green variant on the Jets, and it's out of 10.
Damn.
So I said, you know what? This run was so bad, but this will bring me a little piece to it. I'll come to terms with how awful this run for Aaron Rodgers was on the Jets because I could sit on this. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, and be a good little investment.
Well, I got some graded cards, believe it or not, Brian.
You passed on that. That Chelsea I sent you a picture of was a very, very, very rare Chelsea that I think
you sent me a raw Chelsea card for $300. I'm not trying to collect all the Chelsea cards anymore. I'm not playing this game.
I think that one was numbered I think there's only 3 of those in the world.
Yeah, I'm just not playing that game. I'm just not playing that game. I appreciate it though. But I got this, and it's not PSA, but this is CGC. I had to get this 9.5 mint. This card was illegally made. I got very hot about it. There was controversy.
What?
And now I'm really confused how many were made. This is the TNT vs. GCW 2023 or 2022 Matt Cardona.
I remember this.
A lot of controversy surrounding this card. I don't know how many that were made. And, I have graded.
CGC must have different rules about grading, huh?
I guess. I don't know. So.
PSA would never grade that card.
Why not?
Because it's so it's not a real someone would have to submit the checklist and make it a real thing, and
here's the back.
That's definitely not the case.
But I had to get it. I didn't have to get it, but I figured why not?
You just saw that on eBay?
Saw it on eBay.
Wow.
So this is it took me a while to get a raw version of this card.
Right.
This is a company that was just making cards, and I'm like, you can't just make my fucking card.
Right.
And then they said, oh no, only like 12 or so got out, whatever the number was. So I don't know what the truth actually is. So maybe there's a card person out there who knows more than me, but there it is. Matt Cardona, 9.5. And guys, I got a PSA 10. Now I know we collect some rare guys. We talk about like Hogan cards, Rock cards, PSA 10s. What about this? Topps Chrome, Brian. You ready for this?
Oh boy, here we go.
It's not Chelsea Green, but 2024 Mickey Mouse.
Oh, dude, there was a lot of this stuff at the card show yesterday.
2024 Topps Chrome Disney Mickey Mouse Gem Mint 10, baby.
Wow.
I had to get it.
There was a lot. I was shocked. And graded and stuff available. I'm like, oh man,
Gem
Elsa rookie card.
Mint
But like,
rookie
I don't know.
card.
Not for me.
Oh, that's not his rookie card, but I thought it's a fun little thing.
I get
I'm
you.
not going to buy a fucking 8, but I'll buy a Gem Mint 10.
Gem and 10, you gotta have it.
That's cool. Listen,
The
I
fact
can
that
see
you
why
even
people love
searched
cards. I didn't even know they made Topps Chrome Disney, and then it came up somewhere on the internet. I'm like, I wonder if there's a PSA 10, and it was relatively cheap. So I got that on eBay. Mark, you got anything else? Or you done?
I'm done.
All right, hear me out on this. So I was going through, you can see this on the bonus vlogs that we put on for MajorMarks.com. I've been breaking down my toy room.
Break it down.
To prepare for the new toy room. And I was going through my miscellaneous shelf. Now, I currently had 3 TNA wrestling figures on my miscellaneous shelf. I had Christian with the world
Jumpsuit.
title in that jumpsuit, which mine has completely disintegrated. So I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can even risk getting another one.
Mine looks pretty good.
Mine was bad when I got it. It was okay, and it's like completely disintegrated in my temperature controlled room.
I was gonna say, was it in a subject to bed?
No,
Tense,
good
though.
air conditioned fanned room.
Did
Which
you
got me a little
smoke a
nervous.
cigarette on it?
No, so I'm going to try to find another one. But then
It's
I
an
also
expensive
had,
figure, by the way.
It is expensive. But then I also had Jeff Jarrett and Abyss from Series 1. And I'm like, man, I feel like Series 1 doesn't have many. Should I get Series 1 of TNA to kind of represent the entire TNA line?
Right.
So that's what I did. I went and I got AJ Styles.
Yep.
And then I got the Raven. Even though Raven, I don't really think of as like a definitive TNA guy. He's in Series 1.
Bro, he is a definitive TNA guy. Hall of
So-
Famer. In that era, his top guy. It's maybe some of his most underrated, best work of his career.
Yeah. So maybe I just wasn't watching, so I'm not really sentimentally connected.
Right.
But and you can't deny AJ is TNA.
Right.
But I don't think I'm going to go down any more rabbit hole. I think I'm going to have the Series 1 and that Christian, and that is my
I
my
think that's
TNA.
perfectly fine.
I think that's perfectly fine. I'm not, then I'm like, do I need to get Kurt Angle? Do I need to get Bobby Roode?
If you got one more, I think you should get Kurt.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't need it. So I think it's going to be that and the Christian for me. And the last thing I got, a little Zack Ryder test shot. I believe this is my Elite 17.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Where'd you find that?
It's just on eBay. So look at that. This is
You
the
must
one
have
that.
scooped that quick because I have alerts set for prototypes and I didn't see that.
No, this was on there for a bit with bidding, and I'll tell the whole story. I lost the auction only because I was wrestling and I lost the auction. So so I would have bid more. So I hit up the seller and said I offered 4 times as much as it sold for to get
Oh my
it.
God. You're going to lose
Hey.
your eBay account.
What? Well, no way. All's fair in love and figure hunting.
Okay.
And that's what I did. So I got it. So I definitely overpaid for it, but I needed to make the seller want to cancel his transaction to sell it to me.
Look for Matt's new account, LI Toy Guy 1985, coming to eBay.
Oh, no. So this is cool. It would have been really cool if it had an internet title,
Yeah.
but
I'm sure maybe one's out there. Just
It's funny. It's such a scrawny figure compared to your new
Mattels
ones.
are scrawny.
oh, this is these. I keep saying that Mattels are scrawny.
Yeah, Mattels are scrawny.
well, that's on basically the CM Punk / Edge Buck. So
Right.
that Matt was eventually upgraded to the Sheamus, and then so see what happens.
I'm glad it came with the headband. That was cool.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, that's surprising. Yeah, so thankful for that at least. So
Thank you for that,
but,
sure.
Yeah, because wasn't any knee pads or elbow pads on that either. So
No.
but grateful for what it has. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially that's such an old figure too. It was just
Yeah,
on there.
2012 I think was the retail release for that. So yeah.
All right, that's all I got. You ready for some major mark purchases of the week?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
All right, we got some unique ones this week. Major mark purchases of the week.
Let's go. I love
Let's
this.
Start with this one.
Wow.
Marcus Brandon said, about 8 years ago, I started these projects and happy to finally complete them. For years, I've had 2 prints partially signed. This 16 by 20 from Bash to the Beach signed by Mean Gene, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash, and this 11 by 14 Rob Schamberg print signed by Hall and Nash. Well, thanks to High Spots last week, got my completed prints with a large Hulk Hogan
So that
autograph.
Mean Gene one is awesome. Guys, can I say a couple of things? We need that 3-pack Mattel style.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a WCW Mean Gene. Give me a WCW build of Mean Gene.
What significance would it have? What could you make?
WCW microphone. At least I could have him in my section.
Besides that, shit.
Let's give me him a build a figure Mean Gene. Come on.
Okay.
What's this?
Okay. Joseph James says, I'm not much of a card collector, but I just picked up these beauties. Scored 13 cards from Leaf that are all one-of-one proof cards of actor Bronson Pinchot.
Okay.
I recently fell into a rabbit hole of collecting stuff from early 90s show Perfect Strangers and came across these.
That
a bit weird.
Is random. Wow. Balky?
So weird.
Fucking Balky?
Balky, cousin Balky. Check this out.
Whoa.
Jeff Noyce has got my hands on a factory-sealed early 90s Reggie bar. Found it at a flea market. These are rad because they also come with an Upper Deck card inside.
Whoa.
What do you think? You think that just disintegrates the chocolate?
Yeah, but you'll never find out. Just keep it like that. It's perfect.
Right.
It's cool display piece.
All right, we've shown these before.
This
Pretty
never
good.
gets old, though. This is so nice.
Oh, so good.
Frank Wilson says, got to meet Mrs. Foley's baby boy and got the
Damn, that's
specific
sick.
Mick Foley triple threat pack signed in paint pen. And, of course, I don't have kids, so if my house ever catches fire, you know what I'm grabbing. Number one thing in his collection, he says.
That you know what? I would love to have that, just like that, signed just like that. I love it. It's always weird to me, though, that it was like that. They put the Slammers Mankind in there. But
yeah, but whatever. This is Slammers dude
Especially if
love.
you're gonna have it
It's more
impacted
Slammers
players.
than not.
Well, it's the only dude love. So that's
right.
why.
All right, this is super random.
The real event. I don't know that.
Okay, Seb Macomson said, by pure coincidence, I got my hands on this WCW UK tour shirt from 1993. Just one day before WWE Vault on YouTube uploaded the whole Unseen Manchester show from this very event. It's a great watch, even if you just watch the first 5 minutes for the footage of the merch table at one of the events. A nice item to have added to my WCW.
I watch WWE Vault stuff when I work out, so it might be on the list.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day in our group chat. It's a really insane event. That the WWE Vault is like the greatest thing. I don't know who's running it, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty random awesomeness.
All right, and then this.
What the?
Chris Sullivan says, on Sunday I saw the British actor Paul Blake, who played Greedo in Star Wars, was at a small comic book show not far from my house, was able to get my Power of the Force action figure signed to add to my This Effing Guy collection. I thought this was funny because, like, the Greedo is like a...
Yeah, Greedo
how would you
is
even
like-
know? You know, it's
The
like
actor's the actor.
whoever was under the... I
Yeah.
guess, but...
Greedo's pretty kind of famous Star Wars
I don't
guy,
even
though,
think
like-
Greedo is that fucking guy. It's
No,
Greedo.
Greedo's great. I would love to have this, but I would also imagine it probably is not that expensive,
No.
right? Whoever this guy
The
is.
figure
at a
or the
small-
signature?
Right.
The signature.
Not sure.
Okay, this is different for the Major Mark display of the week. A little different thing here. We have, I just thought this was a unique little display.
The guy couldn't
Alan
take a better
Hetzel.
picture.
Alan Hetzel says, it's just a small part of my collection, but a very
That
important
lampshade
piece
is
in my
sick.
life. I kept this daily news insert from WrestleMania 10, never thinking of having wrestlers sign it. But 31 years later, I have multiple signatures on it and have figures that represent as close to as possible as for this WrestleMania.
That's actually great.
I love that, but I'm confused. Like, why that Yokozuna?
I don't know. Why did he get that figure? That Yokozuna figure?
Because the other one, is that the Ultimate?
That's the Chase Ultimate.
Right.
Maybe he got that originally and didn't want to
outfit,
replace.
right?
Well,
Probably just didn't want to replace it.
Huh? It's new. What do you mean?
Oh, that was the newest one.
The new Ultimate, yeah.
No,
It's the
maybe
same
'cause
set,
it's-
Mark.
Looks great. I love WrestleMania 10. One of my absolute favorite pay-per-views of all time.
Some
Great
people
stuff. I
aren't
love
as
stuff
crazy
like
as
that.
you guys.
Yeah, we're pretty crazy.
And then real quick, good housekeeping on this. A lot of people have been posting the pictures of their display with no explanation or write-up. I can't. I'm just going to post a picture. So
Mark will disqualify you,
Story.
folks.
We need a story. Like
you
your
need to say
WrestleMania
something.
story.
Tell a story. Who's the heel? Who's the baby
This
face?
is my. Even if it's a sentence, you got to say something. You can't just post a picture.
Grab a hold. Call Hope Spot.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Is up next the Q&A by Blue Chew?
Yes.
Up next is the Q&A brought to you by Blue Chew.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, if you're feeling your age more than you used to, especially in the bedroom, it's time to snap out of it. Blue Chew is what you need to perform where it's most important and perform in a major way.
Does Blue Chew work? If you're asking that question, we want you to know that Blue Chew is putting their money where their mouth is by giving you a month free. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in chewable form. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive the prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. The best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information.
Blue Chew wants men to rock hard. They told me. That's the mission. They will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house, till every tent is pitched, till every rod is raised. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our audience. Try Blue Chew free. Just pay $5 shipping at checkout when you visit BlueChew.com. That's BlueChew.com to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
All right, welcome to the Q&A brought to you by Blue Chew. Mark, you didn't use any Blue Chew when you were with Kinnick and Leo, huh?
I got out of there as quick as possible.
But you were driving home. You didn't take any Blue Chew for the road? A little morning?
I don't know what you're doing. I heard Chelsea's away for like a month.
Oh,
You're not going
boy.
to see her until April?
She gets back this week, but I go to Australia, so I will not see her technically, I guess, till April.
Wow.
my
I saw her say, see you in April on the internet.
Yeah, we didn't see each other a lot in March, but that's all right. I'll just stock up on the Blue Chew for April.
Right.
When
You
it
got to make
comes,
it
it comes,
count when
guys.
it happens, you know?
It comes, baby. All right, guys, ask a question on Twitter. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we read your question on air, we'll send you a prize. What do we got?
All right, Broski's question. Josh Troyzen24 says, do you see an endpoint with elite-style figures in your collection? There are only so many legends that can be made.
I
I understand what he's saying, but no.
Yeah, no, because they're signing more and more obscure
They're
characters.
signing new people. The
They're
refurbishes make you like,
refurbishes.
right? Yeah.
There's a lot, in my opinion, looks left for a lot of these guys. And then, you know, if there's something that comes out that I want to get, I'll get it and then maybe cut another guy. So I won't have like a million Hogans. Eventually I'm going to have to
Right.
start cutting some Hogans.
Even think about something as simple as like if they re-signed Macho Man, how many figures that would,
Right.
explode into the scene.
Like you can, I bet you
That's
can
one
name-
guy.
Right. Like I was just watching WrestleMania 13 last night. Like they could do they've never done the three guys like they could do a Shamrock in the ref. They could do a Brett from WrestleMania 13 and Austin from WrestleMania 13.
I understood the question, but there's just so much to do that it'll never stop.
And you can get obscure, and I love obscure sometimes. Sometimes if it's obscure enough, I'm like, I need to pass. But sometimes it's like, oh, it's a must-have. Obscure is weird because it's like one or the other. It's either like, oh, I got to get this like Hogan playing the guitar, or Brian's like, I don't want Hogan playing the guitar.
Right.
I think it'll never end.
I think it's interesting that Mattel has had the line for so long, and action figure business has changed. Action figures have gotten so much better since, was it 2011 that they started?
2010.
2010. So it's been 15 years since they've had it. The think about
is this the longest running episodic toy line?
Yes, for wrestling, for sure.
It is.
For wrestling.
No, I'm not even just saying wrestling.
Life.
What? But I mean, you could say maybe Mattel Basics, Mattel, whatever.
Yeah,
I can't think of any toy line in any company that's lasted this long.
No,
am I wrong here?
Sure, it is, guys.
Yeah,
like uninterrupted, maybe like uninterrupted.
Uninterrupted. I think it's the king,
which is huge,
right? But I mean, what I'm saying is, toys will just continue to evolve, right? And in 10 more years, if Mattel had the line, there's going to be a really, another Yokozuna that you need or something that's, just way better.
Or they just make it better. Right.
Right.
They do
exactly.
Yoko with the beard, which they've never done, in the correct color. There's always stuff.
And the idea of them making figures that are better is just only excites me. You think about like how the hands change the game.
Right.
Something like as simple as that.
Yeah.
You can so many figures made different.
Happily rebuy.
Like they get Macho back. How many Macho? If they get Flair back, how many? They get Andre back.
Yep.
And like they just got Demolition back, so they're gonna like from the vault those other ones, probably to get them out quick.
And then
and then you can redo. Then you could do like '80s Demolition, like different face paint.
Repo Man.
Repo Man.
Yeah.
Kona Crush, Jailbird Crush.
Damn,
WCW Brian Adams. That's if Brian Adams is signed. I'm not quite sure.
Super Destroyer Axe, right?
Yeah. Infinite possibilities.
Infinite possibilities. Great question, though, and I see what you're saying. I just don't agree with you.
That was Broski's question, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't have Brian's question.
You messed up,
I got it here. Okay. While we're loading that in, my question is, Camstar, Cam Draws, if you guys were making a new line for figures that had the same size as Mattel's, who would be your starting 4 to 6 figures? So let's say Collect Major is now getting in the elite business. They're going to make their own Regiums.
And it's like got to be realistic.
Realistic, yeah. Do you make Matt and Brian's Series 1?
Well, probably, because we're marks.
Okay.
Probably since we're marks, sure.
6 figures, Series 1, Matt and Brian.
I wouldn't do 6. I would do 4 because if we're speaking realistic.
Let's do 6 to make it fun.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I keep saying Dreamer and Raven, for me personally, like an articulated 6-inch from their feud in ECW. Dream for me personally.
I think those are great picks. I would love to do Macho Man. And hear me out, guys. I don't think Mattel really nailed his likeness.
I hear what you're saying.
If you take the hat.
But with the shades, it gets very covered up and passable.
Right. When you take the hat, the bandana, the shades off, it's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't scream macho to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to do Macho. I'm just looking at who we got. We got a lot of great names signed.
Who are like the best?
Man,
who's the best big rubber guys /
like a
majors?
6-inch,
Oh, guys, Joe Shoes. Come on. What do you?
I would love that.
Matt, Brian, Joe Shoes.
Man, you know what? Marty Jannetty needs a good.
No, I wouldn't put him up.
Not in first, but he'd be doable.
Yeah. Maybe
Gangrel or Arn. guys could do
Gangrel
a
would be
real good
sick.
Gangrel
Arn needs a
or
good
Arn.
6 inches. Mattel's are.
I would
not
do a
impressive.
Gangrel. I like that. Gangrel's a good one.
Rockman Dance make a good call. Rock and Roll Express. Who could I would guess they're gonna have some kind of Power Town representation at some point, right?
Isn't Regium doing a Gangrel?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Who knows?
I don't know. Great question. And I not to say we'll never get into that scale. I just don't see it happening.
Right.
I don't see it.
If we had to like add another form factor, I think it would be that though.
Yeah, I don't know if it. I don't know if.
Well,
I'd
actually,
do that.
what I would push would be ECW, original San Francisco Toymaker guys. If we had
Which
to
would
make
be way
another-
more expensive to make if we did it correctly, because we'd have to do them all original parts.
all original parts, but no action features. I think it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Brian's question. Malky 1322 Major Mark C. What catchphrase from the show do you find yourself using in real life the most around regular folks?
Let them breathe.
You just say that to your mother-in-law?
I think when people are opening like anything,
Every time you see your
a bag
your
of chips, let
father-in-law,
it breathe, baby.
You say, "What up, dude?"
What up, dude?
What up, dude?
No, that one
Man.
doesn't really. I do think it's let him breathe.
Man, I don't think I.
Or like if something is open, I do refer to it as like a Lucy. Is it Lucy?
Yeah,
like,
true,
You
true,
know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah. Oh baby, I still he's oh baby.
I think that's not, yeah.
HARD. Oh, that made me hard.
I actually like in my civilian group chats, I'll say shit like that. Now that's really from the show, you know.
Yeah,
Great question. Crumbs make crumb cake. I say that a lot.
yeah, but
That
that's
is a big
not
bro
your-
screw.
That's not.
That's stolen from Zombie, which is figure related.
I guess.
A lot of pals.
Pal.
Pals.
I don't use pal, but I can see that.
Well, pal, I got from Broski, and that has become.
Yeah, Mark does say that in real life now.
I say it in my promos.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Zombie, I was checking in with him because I didn't see anything from him, and he said, "I legit just packed up your order." That's what he said to me. Saw the label an hour ago. Mailman picked it up already, so
Oh wow.
I'm getting
Welcome
it
to
late,
the
I
club,
guess.
Mark.
All right. Up next, some good housekeeping. Okay, guys, youtube.com/@MajorWPod. I don't know if we've ever had more content in the can.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes, Mark's got his work
Great
cut out
stuff.
for him.
We have, I'm going to forget something here. We have, the Roy Lewis year just went up, right? This newest one, or what? What's the most recent? Brian went to Wrestling Universe, which was
For the last time?
Yeah.
Question
I watched
mark?
that. I had to turn it off, Brian. It was too depressing.
It's sad. It is
was-
I
sad.
put a little highlight video.
Mark made the really like exceptional
I
like
I
kinda
just had to
music
turn
video
it off. It was
I
just too
put a
sad.
music video at the end of
right,
highlights
all
of
the
our
good
times.
had.
But
So that-
this week we have me and Devon, the history
Yep.
of Devon Dudley figures. I also filmed unboxing from the shipping box all the Hogans I got signed. Brian went to Mike LaPuma's house to
Full
see all his Hogans.
tour of the greatest Hulk Hogan collection in the world,
I'm
possibly.
really looking forward to that.
I went to Suplex Vintage Wrestling.
Yeah.
I filmed that. We have this Major Rager BYOGB.
Who knows what that's going to look like? Jay George had a
Couldn't
camera
tell
up the whole night. I have no idea what's going to happen. Who knows?
Yeah, so we got a lot in the can. And then D Freedom's got that WCW Galoob coming in 2029.
Yeah. What's coming out for a Zombie 6 inches, Regium's, D Freedom's video?
Yeah. Also, ProWrestlingTees.com, Major W Pod. Get your stuff. Get your T-shirts. We cut some stuff, guys, so get it. And we're still making cuts, so get your favorites now. Brian, this got me thinking. I think it might be time for another major crate. What do you think?
I'm not against it.
Another major crate.
We need a little brainstorming session to get me boned up, though. Look at Mark forgot to do a weekly
Mark,
purchase.
You got a major crate right there?
I forgot.
Here we go. Oh, I have some Kenny Omega socks here, and
Eddie Guerrero is my favorite
Latino
wrestler
Heat.
shirt.
That's cool, but they should have just made the shirt the way it was.
Yeah, but they've already made that before.
Do they? It's pretty
Sting?
basic.
Oh, I thought it said the icon Stang.
Dang, then you would have had me.
Here are the micro brawlers. Holy shit.
Is it the Danhausens?
No, Beast Mortos.
Oh, it's Mark's favorite wrestler. Yeah, send that to Dango.
Oh, I love that. And then the scapegoat.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you do that Beast Mortis. You got the chase, Mark.
Does it say Chase?
Shit.
That sticker, right? What does that say?
Yeah, Chase. Limited edition. I'm selling the shit out of that.
Yeah, it's coming to whatnot.
The great.
Uh-oh.
The greatest dark match of all time. Colt Cabana versus.
Oh, my God.
I love that. That's cool.
Oh my God. They
Satnam
wrestled
Singh.
1,000 times. Here's the Danhausen ball.
Oh, so
This
the
is an AEW crate, correct?
No. Is Eddie
No.
Guerrero shirt?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Wait, yeah.
This is just a pro wrestling thing.
But the Brawlers are now AEW Brawlers in there?
Sometimes. They
I
weren't
didn't know
last
that.
time. This is a New Jack pin. Brian, you
That
want
rules. Whoopee cussion? The Darby Allin pink
That's cool.
snow cap?
Who is it?
Darby Allin.
Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Dean
jeez,
Ambrose.
I know the product, Mark.
All right, last thing. Sorry. Oh,
Oh, Saints.
Oh,
Starks, though.
Oh, Stars. Phew.
wow. Very cool.
Sorry.
Not bad.
Alrighty. Collectmajor.com. We talked about it earlier. Get your demolition, guys. The pre-order is the order. This is the last week to get them.
Brian and Matt, low stock alert.
Yep. Whatnot. Every Monday, Brian and I are on Whatnot. I have my stash of Power Towns, guys, tonight on Whatnot if you're listening. 10 choose your signature Power Towns. Let's go.
Jesus.
Let's go. Got a lot of cool
I have
stuff.
my stash locked and loaded. Tonight I'm doing wrestling figure roulette. We're going to load the wheel. Who wants to gamble? Signed figures. Not
You gotta
great
teach me how to use
figures.
this. You gotta teach me how to use the wheel. Is it in the app?
Yeah, it's so fun.
Really? I've never done the wheel.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
so
cool.
fun.
I'm gonna figure that. I'm gonna figure that out soon. Major Rewind, J. George. Guys, this podcast is going on since 2018. Okay,
Not 2028.
not 2028.
2028. People found that typo and were very upset. Holy shit.
Immediately.
Yeah, we got to do some sort of correction on that.
It's
eventually.
fine.
But J. George takes you down on a trip down memory lane every 2 weeks. So check that out. And then every other week is from the vault. The last two from the vaults were the history of the Undertaker figures. So guys, this is just bonus shit that comes up on the feed.
Shit, yeah.
We talk about every Undertaker figure up to like whatever when we did it 2 years ago or whatever.
Wow.
And plugs, guys, this week, tomorrow, I am going to Australia
Come on, Adrian. Where's my
World
Where's my info,
Series Wrestling. I texted the picture to Mark, but he didn't want to put it in the show. Wasn't
Oh,
on
I
the
have it.
show.
I have it. Sorry.
It's going to be an all-star lineup. Myself, Nick Nemeth, the champion, Raj, the Bollywood Boys, Danhausen, Matt Riddle. It's going to be incredible, guys.
man?
4
Week with
shows.
the Bollywood boys. Good luck, broski.
I am so excited, and I really hope that I get to go to Lobo's Collectibles, one of the greatest toy stores in the world. Can't wait to go to film a vlog. Maybe I'll do something. Does Danhausen have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, he's not going to want to be in my video. He's going to want something for his channel, huh?
No, he
We'll
would.
trade like you did with your
Been
boy
in
Dima.
ours.
But hey, Danhausen, come with me to Lobo's to be in my YouTube video.
He could
Probably
shoot
not.
one at the same time. I used to go with Ethan, and we would both shoot vlogs.
That too.
Danhausen did that too before.
Oh, but Danhausen's going to have to paint. He's not going to want to paint up and shit.
Yeah, he does. He does this his life.
That's going to suck to be painted up so early.
He does it. He does it all the time.
Well, he might just
I
ask
think
him for
at this
Christ's sake.
point, you might as well just fucking get it tattooed on.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
You know? But
Anyway, TNA Wrestling is rolling through St. Joe, Missouri. Come check us out. March 28th, March 29th. 4 TV tapings that gets us all the way to Rebellion live on pay-per-view. So don't miss the action. Kind of a rare appearance for us in the Missouri area.
love that.
AEW's in
All right.
Milwaukee this
Really
weekend.
okay.
You see
Milwaukee.
Swoggle?
The shoe's going to be there snoring?
Should I invite him?
Sure.
Maybe Swag will be there. No, I can't. He can't be there. He's a legend.
That's right.
He'll still show up.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
All right.
Is that it?
That's it.
See ya.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.